Welcome back, everyone, to the Lost Depths of Phandelver. Hope you had a good week.
Been
Hell yeah.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, day above ground.
It's still kicking. Damn, I haven't seen weed in so long. I forgot how to try.
It's corn.
Yes.
Everything changed.
Fuck, I love that song.
That came like a fucking whirlwind, and now it sort of faded away.
Oh,
The
you guys
corn
are
kid.
horrible. All right.
A big lump with knob.
That's right. It's got the juice.
It's got the juice.
Are you guys ready? I mean, I'm just saying, we can sing about corn all night. I'm good.
I mean,
Alright.
what does Bricks know about corn, though?
Man.
come on.
I'm sure there's a redhead comment. I don't know.
Oh, God.
All right. After embarking on a dangerous quest to find the lost wizard Trebre, and consequently completing the trials of Athazar to recover a powerful amulet, our party came to a crossroads. They had to decide whether to return with Bricks to report back to his boss, or side with the wizard by relinquishing the amulet to save his life. Ronan, deciding that the amulet was too powerful to hand over, slayed the wizard where he lay, and with the underground cavern collapsing in on itself, our adventurers scrambled to the surface barely in time. Setting up camp for the night, and exhausted, Ronan quickly dozed off into a deep sleep while D1 was rudely awakened by the stench of nearby beasts. D1's attempt to warn Brandy and Griff on the approaching threat proved futile, as they had found themselves isolated with Ronan in an alternate reality, unable to wake up. Surrounded by ghastly specters in some kind of alternate realm, Ronan, Brandy, and Griff were forced into battle, while D1 and Bricks remained at the campsite fully awake to engage the wandering beasts. As the specters in the dream state were destroyed, Ronan, Brandy, and Griff awoke to witness the battle at the camp, finding that two of the specters had managed to siphon enough energy to cross realms into the waking world. The group, now together in a massive battle against the specters and a family of monstrous beasts, fought for their lives, barely surviving the bloodshed. With the last of the creatures defeated, it was finally time to get some uninterrupted rest, as an interesting day awaited. Having the deceased wizard's body and the Maul of Athazar in their possession, among other things, discreetly making their way back through the town may require some creativity. That's where we're going to begin this evening.
Oh, yeah.
We
All
haven't
right.
we haven't gotten a full long rest yet, have we?
So,
I don't think so.
as it stands currently, you are Ronan. Last you remember was collapsing to your knees after the fight. After the last beast falls to the ground, you hear a thud. All of you kind of can feel the rumble beneath your feet. As you kind of collapse in on your knees there, Ronan. Sorry to interrupt you there. You kind of notice a whimper. All of you do, as you kind of look over in the direction that Brandy is standing. Griff, you notice at first, as she kind of falls down on her own knees as well. And then there's kind of a gaze, a stare, if you will, into the darkness. She seems to be kind of daydreaming almost. Ronan, you are absolutely exhausted. All of you are very tired. You have the floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try and shake Brandy and say, "You all right?
You
You
hear
okay, buddy?"
Is that? That.
Well, that's not good.
Doesn't sound too coherent.
Yeah.
We'll leave her for morning. I think she'll be okay through the night.
Oh, fuck.
And
Yeah,
then
we're all probably just tired.
Yeah, I think everybody just needs a good rest. We'll re-evaluate the situation after we've sort of got our wits back amongst us. And on that note, I might plant myself sort of more over here. And
yeah, these beasts are absolutely disgusting. They smell atrocious. D1, I don't know if you're as affected as everyone else, as per certain racial qualities that you possess. But Ronan, Bricks, anyone else, Griff, anything within 30, 40 feet of these things, I mean, you have to imagine this is probably a dozen or so roadkill skunk right outside your front door. If you catch my drift.
Is that stuff bothering you guys? I mean, we could drag them out farther, or we could just move where we're camping.
We should probably set up camp away from these horrible smelling things. Smell worse than the peaches I eat.
Yeah, just give me like a ping, and we'll go ahead and just.
Well, let's. I'll call Griff and Ronan and say, why don't the three of us try to drag them a little into the trees here, and then.
You want to drag them?
No, I don't want that stench on me.
I could cast Tensor's floating disc again, which is probably worn out by now. Right now, I'd imagine the maul and the wizard's body are sort of just laying on the ground here.
How long does that last? I'm sorry.
Actually, let me look.
I thought it was a lot longer than that.
1 hour.
Oh, 1 hour. Okay. Why did
and then I
think
can
it was
recast it, of course, with another 1 10-minute ritual, right?
Okay. I thought it was way longer. All right, perfect. Yeah, thank you, D1. Always on top of that stuff, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. So if you'd like to, you could probably. Oh God, can you do that? The disc for the Dation can hold up to.
500 pounds.
Floats 300 above the ground. So you can put it underneath something and lift it up like a jack. That's pretty amazing if that's what you can.
Yeah, that's sort of debatable on the situation.
That's cool. It's clever.
Yeah,
it's clever.
But worst case, we could try to just put it right beside and like all heave and roll it onto it, right?
So I would say D1. Which creature here would you like to move? I'm sorry, I don't want to make this a big thing. I don't want to cut too much into it.
Yeah, well, we'll start with the.
It's just moving corpses.
I know it's true. The reality of it is, you could probably handle the one nearest to you and maybe the mate, but the big one there is over 500 pounds. That would exceed the disc.
It would exceed the weight, eh?
Yeah. So there's a couple options here. You can move the creatures away, or you yourself can move away.
Yeah. Well, seeing how big this big one is. We're probably not going to be able to move that motherfucker.
It's pretty big.
I'd say it's a lot easier for us to just walk 40, 50 feet than trying to roll this fucking thing anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, 50 feet is not going to... Let's, there's a lake down there.
Yeah, maybe Rummy or Bitters can scout.
Yeah.
I do not want to spend the night next to these fucking skunks. That's coming from a guy who doesn't mind the smell of rotten peaches.
Yeah. Do we know if the town, from where we're sitting now, is the town northeast, south, or west?
I want to say southeast. Well, I know that there's a road down towards the southeast. I don't know if that leads to town. Rix, where are we?
He kind of like puts his finger in his mouth and puts his finger up in the sky, and then goes, I'm just trying to loosen the tension, boys. I believe that road to the south. I believe that's the high road, if I'm not mistaken. At least part of it. I believe that leads to the town. We just have to head south. But friends, I'm in no shape to move here. Can I allow me to just suggest these creatures, they reek, but maybe if we set up camp maybe somewhere a little bit far away, I don't feel like these things would be that bad as propellant. I mean, who's going to want to come near these things?
Yeah.
As long as we're downwind of them. Or, I guess not downwind of them.
If everybody else, I mean, I feel I can handle the stench. It's not going to bother me too much. Brandy's already down and out. The wizard's dead, so he's not complaining.
I love it.
I mean, I'm good to just,
It's
like,
funny.
move over a tiny bit and even just camp, like, in these ruins right here.
What if can we see the lake from where we're at?
I would say so.
Yeah,
so.
there's a
within
lake
reason.
right down here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I vote for the lake. Can wash up.
Like a good spot.
Yeah.
And I would say, everyone, just for the sake of it, roll a perception check for me collectively, while we're at it.
Perception.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I'm following with you. Oh, shit.
What in the fuck?
God.
The trees look like trees, but you can't be quite sure.
That's
Yeah.
about right.
He looking like a man.
Oh man, geesh. As Griff and D1, as you kind of begin to traverse the path here and step over pieces of rubble and rock falling down, you're just both so exhausted, just picking your legs up and kind of letting them find their spot, kind of amongst all of the rubble and stone. It's difficult. And so there isn't much time for you to kind of look around at your surroundings and kind of see. However, Ronan, as you kind of get closer to the lake here, you kind of see just off, off to the south here. There's a bit of rubble of a statue that looks like it once stood here. A great grand statue, very tall, perhaps 20, 30 foot tall. And it seemed to be of some kind of angel or something, wearing some kind of plate metal armor, breastplate, very extravagant, with a very large maul. And you can see that the maul itself has flanged edges. Ronan, you notice it's almost identical to the maul that you see kind of just off to your left there, kind of sitting on the ground next to a slain Trebre.
I think it's a statue of Athazar.
If you want to,
Yeah, if you see a lake and a statue, that sounds like a good place to sort of bunker up.
and all of a sudden out of nowhere, you Griff, you kind of, as you're like kind of listening to what they're saying, kind of from your direction here, you hear of course, the jewels of the gems, the jewels, the riches. Guys, I'm here. What are we doing? Brandy.
No,
Brandy,
okay,
okay,
gotcha. I'm like, bricks.
Sleep? Are we sleeping? I think we should sleep. Sleeping sounds good.
Well, here,
Yeah,
we're gonna go head down to the lake, Brandy. I'm gonna pick her up like sort of cradle her. I
Should
carry
we-
her over.
Should we switch who's holding on to that amulet? I mean, D1 He doesn't even sleep, so
True.
we don't want Brick swiping it off you.
Rick's kind of like looks over in your direction
Yeah, I'm gonna be like,
and doesn't hear anything at the moment. Lucky.
yeah.
Right.
Better be careful. Careful, guys. Careful.
So yeah, I'm gonna go like, I'm gonna sort of point over my shoulder at Bricks, and I go and sort of wave my hand like, I don't think he knows.
And I'm gonna immediately shut up and keep walking.
Did we see where on Brandy's body she put, like, did she just stick it in her pocket?
Yeah, it seems to be like in a breast pocket of her coat.
I thought she put it in the bag of holding.
I think from what I remember, she put it in her, yeah.
Okay, well,
Either
if I
way.
remember,
But she could have been in her bag of holding. Either way, she kind of goes for it. And almost reluctantly, D1 kind of.
She might have put. I think she did put it in her bag of holding. So I'm
Yeah,
actually not going to
she
grab
goes
the
through.
amulet. I'm gonna just sort of watch you sort of. I'll just go. Don't worry. I'm just gonna hang on to this here, and I'm just gonna grab the entire bag of holding.
Oh, that's perfect. All right. As soon as you grab the bag of holding, there seems to be a, just for a moment, D1. It's a thirst. An incredible thirst. Like you haven't had something to drink in like almost a full day.
Which is fine because I don't need.
Yeah,
I
but
don't need water to survive.
for the sake of it.
Good thing we're headed towards the lake.
I know, right? For just for the sake of it, of it, and maybe this is a feeling that you've never experienced, you know. But you feel thirsty, D1.
This is very interesting.
Yeah, it hits you as soon as you take the bag of holding. It hits you.
Well, this thing seems to make you crave liquids, which is something brand new to me. But I'm pretty confident I can survive without them if it wants to.
Well, you don't know. Just to be clear, you don't know if it's the amulet per se. You just took the bag of holding.
Yeah, gotcha.
It's a heavy
bag of holding. We have You know what? I'm gonna make it look like I grabbed the bag of holding to grab something very specific. And I am going to reach in.
I'm gonna just stop you real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is crossing lines that we should be crossing with Brandy not being here.
Yeah,
So-
I think this is a character treasure that belongs to all of us.
Okay, that's fair.
And
We'll do
if
that.
I scroll back up in our party treasury, did we not get some like water things to drink or something?
You did. Yes.
Yeah, what were they called again? Fuck, I'm looking for them.
Water skins? I can't remember. That was in the other
No,
group, though.
it was like, no, this was like a magic thing.
I don't know, man.
It's not a Discord.
Couldn't tell you right here in front of me.
Beads of Nourishment is what I'm thinking of.
Oh, beads of nourishment, easy.
Yes, we have 3 beads of nourishment.
Yep. Okay.
So I am going to like grab the bag, and in case Bricks notices me grabbing the bag of holding,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look right at him, and I'm gonna reach in, and I'm gonna pull out the 3 beads of nourishment.
Yes. Sure.
I'm gonna say these could come in handy tonight, and I'm gonna pop one of them into my mouth.
Okay. So the feeling of being thirsty quickly diminishes, D1. You feel back to normal, quite full of water, but back to normal. I think that produces like a lot of water. So to just take it, yeah.
And I'm gonna grab one of them, and I'm gonna gently feed it to Brandy.
What?
It's like the Willy Wonka fucking.
Hold on a second. See.
If I can,
Or
if
do
I
you want
can, yeah.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, it's a Jedi
You're
battle.
gonna have to give me one moment.
And during all of that, I just kind of crawled my way over where I'm at now, and I'm basically passed out.
Yeah, I followed you. Like, no point in arguing with Bricks. Plus, the fucking stench of those things was driving me nuts.
Wouldn't the beads of nourishment be something
I'm reading
they
it right
do
now.
for like breakfast though?
It would, I think it said. I don't even know if it has a description.
They quantify as like a full day's worth of rations.
That's
I
what
thought it was something you stick up your ass. No, wait a minute. That's a different.
That's a different type of bead. those are the beads of love.
What in the fuck? Oh my god. I'm not having the best luck tonight.
Are you trying to look something up?
Yeah, it's fine though. It's fine. All right. Yeah. You're gonna put one in Brandy's mouth as well.
Yeah, she's looking a little down
She
and out. Yeah.
she's aware and conscious right now. Like she is totally awake at the moment.
Yeah. Also, I'll be like, Harry, you want one of these? It'll make you feel a little better.
Yeah, she'll take it. She'll go ahead and.
And I'll hold up. I go, I have one left.
This horrible
then-
like.
I love how you
the
asked
view
if
of
he's gonna put
D1,
it in her mouth.
like feeding her like a baby. Like he's
Yeah.
not there. That's why I'm like,
Here's your bead of nourishment.
God damn.
yeah, like Gerber or something.
Take your goddamn medicine.
I'm gonna look back, and part of more of the cover to hide the amulet, I'm going to hold one up and go, Bricks, you look a little rough. And I'm gonna toss the third bead of nourishment to Bricks.
Oh, he takes it and instantly swallows it. And, is almost goes from being thirsty to being almost too bloated, but grateful. Thank you.
Nice.
Hey guys, I'm gonna find. And you guys are all down by the lake now. I take it, right? Just gotta
Yeah,
move everybody.
we've all moved down by the lake for sure.
Nice. I don't know. You can move wherever you want here. Here's your guys. And Bricks kind of finds a pillar to kind of lean up against, and just absolutely begins to drift off. Brandy as well begins to. She kind of finds a spot kind of over here by the ruin, and kind of drifts off as well.
Okay. I am going to. Ooh, where am I? Kind of behind the statue. I am going to.
Hell yeah.
That's a stealth check for Brandy. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna make as if I sort
Yeah.
of tuck the bag of holding back in Brandy's, but actually I'm gonna tuck it into one of my side pouches. It's like sort of discreetly. I'm gonna sort of
Sure.
do a
Bricks
little
is
sleight of
asleep.
hand, yeah.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
asleep at this point. And you have control of her sheet, D1. So if you want to
Yeah.
do me a favor, roll a stealth check for me for Brandy before she goes to sleep.
Sure.
I'll do the same for Bricks. And that is a
Oh
one.
shit.
Ooh, without advantage, bad. With advantage, good.
Is that a natty one? Holy fuck.
Yep.
All right, perfect.
Yes.
Got it written down. Thank you very
The
much.
one time Brandy rolls a natty one.
All right, Ronan, Griff,
Yeah,
and
of
D1. What are you? Are you just kind of?
I'm
going to sleep?
gonna power down, I guess as you'd call it, standing up, watching the
Power
southern path. So I'm gonna be staring straight down the southern path.
This direction here.
Yes.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Sleep
All
mode.
right. Okay. Ronan and Griff, you guys doing the same?
I
Find
mean,
a spot.
I'm just gonna like gaze across at this fallen statue here, and yeah, I'm just gonna like sit on one of these stone blocks and try and get a fire going.
Oh, you're gonna try and start a fire.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Let me
All
see.
right.
Do I have the tools for that?
You should. If you look in your backpack, you should have a
Explorer's
tinderbox.
bag. Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you know, it's about 9 p.m. in game.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's pretty. It's you know.
I am face down in the dirt, ass out.
You got it, Ronan.
Ooh.
Don't
Yeah, I
think I've
think I
ever
have
been
the
so
tools.
tired in my fucking life.
Yep, I do have a tinderbox. Yeah, so I'm gonna make just a fire where I am. Ooh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, you got it. Is that a good spot?
Yeah, perfect.
All right. Yeah, Griff. So you can see the trees kind of illuminated by the soft glow, the warm glow of the fire here. You don't have the fire too high as to kind of keep it, keep it a little bit below the tree line here. But go ahead, Griff. You have the floor. If there's anything
Yeah.
you'd like to do.
I'm just gonna look around and notice there's everyone is asleep and there's no one to really sit around the fire with, so I will
everyone
pull
is
out one of
asleep.
my rotten peaches and
Slowly. Yes.
slowly chomp down on it and just slowly fall asleep, drift off, looking at the fire.
Yeah. I love it.
Warmed
Roll a
up.
perception check for me, Griff, while you're sitting
Perception.
here. Just before you drift off, yeah.
Why can my brain never find that? Fuck. It's better than my last roll.
You're a lot more tired than we thought. And you just begin to eat the peach and just feel absolutely wonderful as you begin to drift off slowly. Nice.
Nice and warm. Roasted rotten peaches.
Ooh, it looks like we're getting our comrade.
Nice. And you begin to slowly drift, all of you, off into. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything messed up to you. I was just looking for
famous last word.
I know, right? I was just looking for a particular screen that I don't have, so it doesn't matter. It's okay. As you kind of drift off, I'm just stalling a little bit here as I'm watching the types in Discord. As you all kind of drift off, you two, you as well, Griff, into sleep, you find yourselves all absolutely unaware of your surroundings. D1, you are very deeply asleep. I'd like you to roll one perception check for me, D1.
Uh-oh. This is where everything hits the fan.
We can feel your ambush senses are tingling.
Here goes nothing.
So close to that 18,
That's
dude.
amazing. I was
Thank
like,
God for
watch
some
this be a
last
fucking
second
natural
guidance.
one. Yeah.
Fuck.
D1, as you sit here, or rather stand here, in this son of a bitch. Sorry?
Standing around in this son of a bitch. Hell yeah.
As you stand here in kind of sentry mode, kind of on guard, D1, you hear a couple of scurries from your left, a couple of branches creak and crack from your right, but you have a mostly passive night, D1. No wildlife, no dangers at all. As you kind of awake in the morning after 8 hours of sleep, we'll say, to find a rising sun ever so slightly from what you can see of the horizon. As you were first to awake.
So we've all used. Hang on. How come when I hit long rest? Let me look.
I thought the long rest button didn't work.
It should work.
It's about 6
okay,
a.m.
so it did. Okay, so I hit long rest and it gave me 3 of my 6. Okay. Fuck, it even does that right. All your guys' long rest should be set up, I believe.
Yeah, mine's working perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
cool.
Brandy's hit dice went to full because she had used less than 3. I used all 6 of mine, but it just only restored 3 of them.
How many hit dice do we get back? 3?
You get half
half.
of your maximum.
Half of your
the
max.
max. Okay,
That's
perfect,
level
thank
3,
you.
yeah. But it auto did that. It actually knows when you hit long rest. It does that by itself, which is cool. I wasn't sure if that worked on the cheats. I don't think we've ever rested with all of our hit dice diminished before.
We're too OP.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right. So D1, you wake first, followed by Griffin and Ronan. Brix and Brandy are still pretty fast asleep.
Okay.
Contemplate kicking bricks, but I'll leave them alone.
Fucking hilarious.
Does D1 have a good idea of the way back to town?
Hold on, I just had to reset.
Like, could I solo it? And make it back?
Roll a nature check just to see if you remember, or rather, roll a. I'm sorry, hold on a second. Roll a survival check
Survival.
to see if you know where you are is in a relative, like as far as like your position in the world.
Okay. Fucking.
I might be wrong, but we're gonna go with it. Yeah.
Nature
I
or
think it's
survival.
I think it's survival, but I'll let you choose between the two. You probably have a
Yeah.
benefit in one.
Seems
Which
I'm not
is-
fine. Oh, survival's way at the bottom. I'm like, I've
Yeah.
never rolled survival. I'll go nature if I can.
Yeah, go ahead and go nature just for until next time I won't be as unsure.
Yeah. Nature's intellect is a little better for me. Ooh,
Yeah.
still only 11, but still.
Man, why am I all the way to the top? There we go.
Nature
All right.
boy, Ric Flair.
Yeah, so it's hard to see from where your position is here currently, D1, but you see that there is a dirt kind of road in front of you here. It's absolutely it presents itself as being a dirt road. You can see the difference in terrain, and you can see that there's a way that leads west and a way that leads south.
I'm gonna say to the party, we got this wizard's dead body in this mall. Now, if I get seen with you guys, we're gonna be recognized as a group. But I could disguise self in minor illusion and try to disguise. Do I have minor illusion?
You should D&D that up.
Sorry, I don't even have minor illusion. I thought I
it up.
did. Have
Yeah,
minor
he was
illusion,
like,
but I
I'll
don't.
just disguise self and minor
Yeah,
illusion.
I should D&D that up. You're right. And actually, I don't even
I'm just
have.
giving you
I
shit,
didn't even.
man.
I didn't even take minor illusion on this character, so I can't. Do
Oh,
that.
nice.
What do I have? What can I do?
You guys can take a second here. Brandy and Brix are very much so asleep and not,
Okay.
not in the conversation.
Is that Miss?
As Brandy begins
Whoa.
to stir and awake. You see her begin to wake up. Brandy,
Oh, hi.
Hello.
hello.
That was a nice nap.
A nice nap indeed. Very nice.
She woke up twice.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I was forgetting something. I was just not sleeping.
Wake up in D&D and IRL. It's
It's
a double.
And there is a nice fire here that's going kind of, you can see that Griff has been keeping it nice and warm here as the rain kind of slowly, steadily falls. Brandy, you're not wet at all. You're in a nice, comfortable spot kind of against a corner of a piece of ruin here.
So cozy. This is so nice.
You feel very refreshed, surprisingly, for some reason.
You know, I do. It's true.
Yeah.
It's almost like you
Not
could go right
thirsty at
back to
all.
sleep.
It's almost like that.
All right.
So
All right, yeah. So go ahead.
I have. I'm
Brix
gonna,
is
I'm gonna
asleep.
link this and.
Let me just double check here. Yeah, he's still asleep. He got messed up, guys. Like I know 8 hours is 8 hours and long rest is long rest, but we're just gonna play.
Yeah,
it.
he was messed up.
He was.
Okay. So I'm curious. Can I? So the only thing that takes concentration is this. So if I get my Tensor's floating disc, pile the body and the maul onto that, and then minor illusion like a wild boar, like we just went hunting, like I'm a hunter.
Wow, that's an amazing idea.
To cover like a big one that covers the mall
Yes.
and the body, right? And
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
don't.
cast
I think that's a fantastic idea. Actually, that
cast
sounds totally D&D to me.
yeah, cast silent image right on top. Like so first I'll take
So
11 minutes and I'll cast Tensor's floating disc.
Okay, let me write this down so I don't get this wrong. Give me 1 second. All right. All right, and you cast it below the body of Trebre, correct?
Yes.
And the mallet. Well, the mallet's going to be like the most heavy thing.
Yeah, the most heavy thing. If I can do it underneath, I will. If not, I'll do it beside, and I'll just try to roll it, and I'll try to roll it on.
Okay, perfect. And just so you know, the mall is pretty massive. I mean, it sticks up probably. I mean, imagine. I mean, it's probably the size of a staff. The handle's the size of a staff.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, it just it's just going to stick up high.
So it'll be a handle maybe kind of sticking out, which might be
or to the side, however you want to maneuver it here.
I wonder if I could, if any of the handle is oddly sticking out from the body, if I could include that in the illusion to look like a spear stuck in it or a javelin stuck in it.
Sure. I think that's totally doable. I like it.
Okay, so
I'm loving where this is going. This is
Nice.
awesome.
So I'm gonna cast so for the disc I can do as a ritual, so that's not a spell slot. Silent image is a spell slot. And disguise self is a spell slot. So I'm just gonna disguise myself just to look like a rough and tumble human hunter, like just like wearing like a fur cape and like a rusket beard and like a hunting hat and hunting clothes.
Sorry, I'm writing all this down. All right. Perfect.
And basically just disguise self, to just look like some random hunter human.
All right, silent image. You create the image of an object, creature, something of appears to the spot of the visible fun is no other. Okay, hold on. Purely visible. Oh, it's purely visible. It isn't accompanied by sound. I'm just reading this quick just to make sure. For example, if you create an image, the image, physical interaction of the image reveals it to be illusion. Okay, perfect. I love this.
Yeah, so I'm just doing like a big, giant, fucking delicious-looking boar that I hunted.
All right, let me see if I can find. Oh, god damn it.
And I'll make it look like he's been like gutted and like prepared for like travel, right?
It's got the apple in its mouth.
Wow, everything.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Maybe
not quite the
last
apple yet.
10 minutes. Do you want to wait until we like see town?
Oh yeah, maybe does it last 10 minutes? Okay, this is the plan, but we're not actually casting this stuff yet. Yeah, sorry.
He's walking it back.
Yes. Thank you though for noticing that. Concentration up to 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna have that prepared, DM.
Okay.
I'm gonna have that prepared, yes.
You got it.
But
That was
yes,
elegant.
Yes, I would probably know my character, not me as a player, but my character would know the way his spells work.
He's D&D'ing it up too much.
Oh my god. I fucking love it, man. I love the effort. It's great.
There you go.
I thought it was
my pen
eloquent.
just died. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. And I'm gonna look at everybody and go, guys, I'm gonna trek ahead. Give me like an hour head start if you can. And I'm gonna try to get all this stuff into my room at the inn. And I'll meet you guys all down at the bar in the inn. It'll be much less conspicuous for me to travel through town with this maul in this body like this alone.
Brix begins to stir.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'll look at Bricks and say,
Now
I'm gonna look at Bricks as he wakes up and say, I got a plan to get this body of the wizard to your boss without causing a bunch of panic or concern amongst the citizens in the town as we walk through. If you guys can give me an hour head start and then follow, just because it's gonna be suspicious getting seen with all you motherfuckers.
Roll a persuasion check for me as
Oh.
as Bricks kind of wakes up. Needed that night. Ooh. I take it the watch went pretty well.
The watch went great. You're welcome for that bead of nourishment.
I'm surprisingly refreshed. You know,
Hey,
in the morning
we're
when
all-
you usually want a drink, I don't even feel thirsty.
Yeah, you know, we're all on the same side here, buddy.
Give me that persuasion check. do it with advantage. You don't even need it. But do it just to see if you get a natty 20.
All right, we'll do another.
Just for the fun.
Just in case.
Yeah,
Nope,
just
but
in case.
worth a try.
Just because. All right. I like the plan.
Do you
It's
think
probably
the
a
boss
good
would
idea.
be interested in? We just want to prove that we killed the wizard, right? And I don't know what this mall is, but if anyone knows what to do with it, your boss probably will, right?
It's probably best if you just slip right into the inn, get yourself a room, and just try not to. Obviously, I don't have to tell you. Don't bring any attention onto yourself. There's people in town who, well, let's just say that they're on the lookout for suspicious folk, and well, if you're with me, you're okay. I just don't want to see anything happen to you before we get to talk to the boss.
I look back at him and go, I'm just a lowly hunter looking for a room.
Right. I think that's a great idea. I could see. Wow. I'm shocked. Is that I'm starved. Where did you manage to?
Well, at least it's not a bore yet. Sorry, but I'm gonna tell him the plan.
Oh, it's not a bore yet. God damn it. That would have been fun.
Yeah, sorry, because
It's all right. It's all right. That's fine. Then you guys
but
are
I'll
gonna
tell
have
him
your
my plan
dialogue.
that I will make
Yeah.
it into that. Yeah.
Perfect. And you do. You kind of go through your pieces here. But Bricks continues to kind of gather all of his stuff and kind of travel to the edge of the path here. He says, "I believe it's to the west. If you all wanna just kind of hang out here, I guess we're just gonna wait for D1. Is that the plan? Is that what you guys want to do?"
I mean, we could probably sneak in without attracting too much attention to ourselves.
Yeah.
If you guys want to
same.
take like a different path, I just don't want to be seen with you guys, so I just want
That makes
a bit
sense.
of a head start so I can pull
Yeah,
off.
I'm
pull
used
off
to
this
that.
disguise without having a red-skinned guy and a short little girl and a crazy-looking warlock with me, you know. I mean,
I noticed you chose the redskin guy first.
we make a very suspicious-looking, like typical hunting team. I think just looking like a rough and tumble hunter by myself will be a little more believable than having all you misfits just sort of trailing in a circle.
So
I
do you have
just-
Rummy with you?
I am going to. I think my range on Rummy is good enough that I can leave Rummy with them, and actually tell
Seriously?
them. I think so.
That's
I think,
crazy.
and as long as he's on the same plane of existence, I believe. Let me double check that.
God. I was gonna say we could leave like one of us to go with you just so our valuables are not
Well,
left
I'll
to just
I'll leave Rummy with you guys. If you guys have any messages, just speak directly into his shark ears, and I'll hear ya.
shark ears.
Just
Likewise,
talking
Rummy
to the
trying
metal
ascertain where
gills.
shark ears are.
They look like Shrek ears.
That's all right.
That's
Um,
fucking hilarious. All right.
And
this is great.
I'll leave
So-
Rummy with them, and
Okay.
I'll head out. And so yeah, just give me like an hour.
Okay,
me
I
one
don't
second.
know.
You want us to meet you at the inn?
Yeah, I'll stash this in my room, and then meet you guys down at the bar for a drink.
Sounds good.
You don't want us to hold anything?
I think I'll be okay.
All right.
Brandy, sitting here, you roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
Fucking
shit.
natural one.
We're all rolling that.
You
tonight.
notice? You
A
notice?
little
the third one?
sleepy.
Yeah, you're a little sleepy. The sky is gray. It's just slightly raining. Nothing.
you notice
nothing to tell you.
clouds.
That was it. You know. Okay.
Nothing to tell you. Yeah. Butterfly, nowhere near.
I'm just looking around dazed.
Yeah. All right, D1.
I'm gonna just start trekking towards town. And time it so as I enter places where people can see me, I'll cast Disguise Self and Minor
So-
silent Image, I believe I said.
So you're probably we're gonna say a good half an hour from town, just from here walking. And I'm not gonna take you through all kinds of crazy stuff about the path on the way, although that would be so much fun to do to you. We'll just say on your path, D1. There are a couple of strange things that you see off into the woods as you're kind of walking. Roll a perception check for me, and then we're gonna go ahead and let the group do a little bit of stuff here before we move all you guys in.
Gotcha. Ooh, 12.
Yeah, so a couple odd things. There seems to be a horse that seems to be dead off the trail. From what you can tell, it's hard to see if it's a horse or a mule or a centaur or anything like that. You could just see the lower part of it, which seems to be a horse with hooves and such. It seems to have not been there too long, as it doesn't seem decayed too much. It doesn't. That's pretty much all you notice as you walk.
I'll just walk by it, thinking that as the rest of the group follows, they might deal with it.
Perfect. All right. Brandy, Ronan, Griff, and Brix. You have about a half an hour here, head start on D1. At what point do you guys want to pick up and start moving in that direction? It's a weird
I'd say
question.
half hour
Okay.
ish.
All
And
right.
now,
So around the same.
where are we going?
To the west, right?
Yes, to the west, and you don't have to move.
To the
anything.
west.
Is there anything you all want to discuss, search, talk about, anything at all before you all begin to make the trek?
Uh,
I would say-
i.e. D1 is currently not here. His Rummy is here, but D1 is not currently here. Is there anything else, is there anything at all that you would like to discuss, either behind his back or it doesn't matter?
start talking shit. So that
I don't
D1
like
guy.
that guy's hat.
I did give you guys a heads up that I could hear all, but I mean,
Oh shit. Oh fuck. The goddamn shark.
Yeah, he's there. Rummy's
and
there.
if they start leaving before an hour, Rummy's gonna sort of fly in front of them and sort of like fly sort of like in front of their chest and try to slow them down.
Shoot us in the face with
Oh.
a laser.
Oh my god.
It's intimidating.
All right, perfect.
I want to ask Brix
Yeah.
about. So the boss has some sway over you. Was that like a willing agreement, or how did that all come to pass?
A willing agreement. Let's just say that he has a way of getting what he wants out of you. He'll hang anything that he needs to over your head in order to get what he wants. Roll a persuasion check for me, Ronan.
Sorry, I just like this. I want to
See how much
if I had
Brix
to.
is willing to give you. It's all right, man.
Blink twice.
Oh man, nice.
No, I didn't. My stuff.
Oh, you didn't do your stuff. I keep forgetting, man, every freaking time.
Oh, can I? I forgot
What's
to
up?
do. I totally forgot to do something.
What'd you forget to do?
While we were resting, I could have been making a tool,
Which tool?
woodworking tools.
All right, I'll let you do it this
Well,
one
yeah,
time.
in retrospect, because I was thinking, oh,
Yeah, I'll let you do
I
it.
forgot. Can I do that
Rewind.
during
I'm not
my
gonna be a
rest?
jerk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm not gonna be
It's
a
so
jerk.
much to
Yeah,
keep
man.
track of. I sort of had a plan,
I know,
but fuck, it's a
I
lot
know.
to keep track of.
No, I totally get it. Yeah.
So
He's
while
a
I was
time-traveling
resting,
robot.
I produced a set of woodworking tools.
He is
Yep,
the Terminator.
Sure, man. 18, really good. Brix begins to say, the best thing that any of us can do is just kind of understand that we are now in the service of the boss, no matter what. There's not really much that any of us can do at this point. I mean, he has family members held over my head, for God's sake. Ha ha.
I see what you're putting down.
And
You got
that's
family here in town, or
I don't know. I don't believe. But it's my intention, Ronan, with your 21. It's my intention as he kind of gets down low. After we talk to the boss and we remake our acquaintance and introduce you all to the rest of the family, that maybe we might be able to make a move against him.
interesting.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
He controls everything around here. And I'm sure that if people knew that there was a rebellion that rose up against him, they would join in. A lot without question. But nobody ever lives who stands up against the boss.
It's a good thing we're not a bunch of nobodies.
No, but what do you fight for if you don't fight for your family? What's it worth?
Me personally, I fight for myself.
What's your story, Ronan? Like, where's your family from?
From?
Yeah.
All over. We grew up as wandering gypsy kind of types. My family was, well, my parents were traders. They were on the road a lot. I remember a lot of my earlier years spent in the back of a caravan.
Oh, it must have been amazing seeing so many fantastic places.
I mean, yeah, you see one trade city, you've seen them all. It's more, the only difference is the people and prices. Other than that, not a whole lot to tell. At some point, my parents decided to go off and do their own thing, and I lived with my grandmother until she passed away, and just been out in the world doing my own thing since then.
I see. I feel obligated to tell you, Ronan. We've been through a lot together, all of us here. I wasn't entirely honest with you when I first met you. I apologize, of course. I didn't know you, any of you. All I had known is that we ended up together in cells in the lower decks of an orc ship. have no uncle in this land. I heard stories of a tower. It's known to everybody around here, and I figured I could use that to entice you to come with me. But listen, I apologize for the deception. It's rare that you meet able-bodied people enough to maybe help you start a revolution. My apologies, Ronan.
I wouldn't sweat it. Nobody's ever truly honest with people that they first meet. I don't even hold it against you.
I appreciate that. I hope you can kind of repay the favor, and the forgiveness. Anyway, the sky seems to be clearing up a bit as he kind of changes the subject.
I did kind of want to interject on that note. Just be like, how much do you know about the boss's plan for this amulet? Obviously, he sent you and your apprentice on a suicide mission.
Sadly, the bosses. Roll a persuasion check for me. See how much I can give you.
Persuasion.
I'll just go on a rant if I don't.
That's what I was hoping.
Oh, man. Oh,
Jesus.
dude, that's 20. That was so close.
Yeah, I know, right? I got rotten peach breath.
Well, Griff, to be honest with you, this couldn't have worked out better, to be honest.
Fucking hell.
The boss, I feel like the boss has been suspicious of me for some time now. He doesn't really keep me in the inner loop, if you will. That's why he sends me out most of the time on these kind of missions away from everything. It's kind of my hope to get closer to him so that I can maybe, hit him where it counts. But
You just slide a dagger in his ribs?
more or less. The problem is, and this is important, the boss has agents in his service who employ certain abilities, abilities that render them, some of them, you can't always see the people who are watching you. Let's just say that. Just be on your guard when we meet with the boss.
So, Brix, if you're not technically in the boss's inner circle, so to speak, and he has you doing his dirty work to get this amulet, who else would he send? Would you know? Seen anyone? Hear any names?
Yeah, I could tell you. Roll another persuasion check, Jeff.
Shit.
Just for this, and then we'll go ahead and
Roll.
I'll give you a little. Let's see what you get. Let's get a good roll here.
Jesus. Yeah. It's not the best. I am not persuasive.
The boss has many in his service, and perhaps I can share more information later. But for now, I'll tell you about one. His name's Bile, and he's just as bad as the name. I'm unaware of what his actual name, his real name, given name is, but everybody there just calls him Bile. He is absolutely putrid. There's a stench that comes off of him, and a lot of people believe that he is unnatural.
Can't be any worse than those fucking platypuses. Fucking whatever those things were.
Gives you a little smirk, like yeah, no, it's true. I still smell them. And you got to get the idea that there is somebody employed under the boss's employment that is unnatural, as he says.
It sounds like there's a lot of different characters we gotta cut down.
Brandy, you were I think you were mumbling something in your sleep there. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just coming to, just figuring out what the world means. If I want to be here or not. Yeah, by the way, what's going on?
That is really.
By the way,
you
what's
really
happening?
didn't miss anything. We basically just slept.
We just slept. Yeah. You just had a long
Where
rest.
did D1 go? Went to town
Yep.
Yeah,
He went
with
to
D1.
town ahead of
Trebre's
us.
body.
Yeah, so he disguised himself as a hunter, a human hunter, kind of beaten
Ah.
up, and like with clothes and a long beard and such, much smaller. And kind of he created a disc that floats. I never saw anything like it. And underneath that big maul that you all retrieved from the
Yeah.
crypts, and along with the body of Trebre himself, and he created an illusion around it to make it look like there was a spear sticking up out of a boar. Brilliant. And the plan is that he's going to go into town first, and he's going to kind of establish kind of a foothold there, go in the inn, put everything in the inn, and then we're gonna meet him there.
Yeah, but don't talk any shit about him. His eyes and ears are still here.
Listen, we all like that big robot, so it's fine.
Actually, I should double check. Hang on. I think it works that far. I have it in our.
It's
Wherever,
close
yeah.
enough.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure you're correct that as long as it's on the same plane as you.
I think it's right,
Yeah, I'm 99% sure that's how it works. Dude.
which is insane.
Yeah.
Okay, so unless anyone else unless anyone has.
Oh, here you
anything
go.
else. What's up?
It can be on the same plane, but hold on. Homunculus, telekinetic bomb with normal familiar. You must be within 100 feet of it to communicate with it. So I was bluffing.
Oh, you motherfucker.
With a oh no, sorry. With a normally familiar 100 feet, but with a homunculus, sorry, I didn't read on. You always have a sensory link that applies as long as you're on the same plane. Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
That's
so
cool.
it is. Yeah.
That's so strong, man. That's so fucking strong.
Yeah. Homunculus are cool. Little
Yeah, I love
All
that.
right. Does Ronan, Griff, Brandy, anything you guys want to do before I shift back to D1 here?
I don't think.
Nothing
I just
can
want
think
to
of.
quickly just kind of glance at that fallen statue of Trebre, and
Yeah.
I don't know, something is just drawing me to it. But I'll just kind of glance over it and just nod.
Yeah, you got it, Griff. Is there something special that you wanna? Is there anything that you wanna do, or?
Not too much. It just, I was interested in like how old it looked. Like what if it looks like it fell over from just old age or whatnot.
Yeah, roll an investigation check for me, Griff.
Investigation.
Let's see what you get.
Jesus, my rolls tonight.
Oh, good.
Oh, 3. So
The blind Sherlock Holmes.
it's mostly rough, Griff. From a distance, you can kind of make out like the breastplate and like the buckles and whatnot. But up close, now that you're close to it, you can see how weathered and just utterly destroyed it seems. You can tell, however, this was obviously some great complex or temple of some sort. From what you gather here, there are many arches and pillars that seem to kind of be knocked over, but from what you can tell, this was a very giant complex.
So
and
it,
this statue
it looks
here,
ancient.
it looks ancient, yeah.
Okay.
This statue itself absolutely resembles like some kind of an angel with a couple with its wings down, kind of down past its knees. You could see, and it's holding a very large maw, with what seems to be the impressions of small and large jewels of different shapes and sizes. Although they're not jewels, it's stone. It's just carved to look like, to give the impression, that it's got jewels inlaid all through it.
Interesting. So it is Asthazar.
It looks like a statue of Athazar for sure. Yeah.
I'll just like glance over and say, "Damn, Asthazar's got some nice tits." just
Oh God.
just carry on walking.
Jesus. All right. Is there anything else? Anyone else?
That does it for me.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to D1 here.
Whoa.
Give me 1 second.
And
Do you-
scene. Oh, I'm gonna
Getting
take.
very blue light. Like it's dark and only my armor is lit up or something?
What?
For my rest thing, I took advantage on insight, disadvantage on medicine.
Yeah, for what I can see here, I can't see the whole map. I can just see like a small radius around me and a very dim blue light. But I'm assuming it's daytime. And I've got Rummy on the screen with me, and he would not be with me.
What the fuck? You guys there?
Oh, yeah, that fixed
Yep.
it. That's
see it
perfect.
Yeah,
now.
we're back. And we're back.
Nice. And if you can delete Rummy, would be more...
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah. Immersion.
Well, that totally ruins a couple of things, but whatever.
Just hiding
Again,
behind
roll
your
20.
token.
Thank you. I feel like every week that we
I
play...
can just move him to the corner and just pretend he's not
No,
here.
no, I got it. I
Oh,
got
okay.
it. I just like the fact that I had to reveal my map right there because my dynamic lighting was once again fucked up for another week. It's like, man, oh man, like don't like spend the time doing dynamic lighting, man, because I swear every week they change something and they fuck it up.
Yeah, roll 20.
I
seems to
swear.
be-
So can you see this? Can you see the map?
Yeah, everything's perfect now.
Okay, perfect. All right, D1. Sorry, I don't mean to complain, guys. I feel like I complain a lot about this shit, but
Yeah,
it's
no,
it's
all
frustrating, you know, because I spend the better part of multiple hours like setting this shit up.
Yeah.
good. Oh,
Anyway.
for sure.
Okay.
Is Hendrix walking around?
Yeah. So from your view here, you begin to see the view of the Blue Basilisk Bayou kind of in your sight, D1, as you approach kind of the town here. And you see the bridge that leads into town kind of over the marsh as you kind of cross over, and you see the sign that reads Blue Basilisk Bayou. It's kind of has some foliage and swamp plant matter kind of draped around the sign. There seems to be a single lantern kind of hung from the sign, very dimly lit. As you kind of walk across another bridge here, you see in front of you, maybe not more than 50 feet away, D1, is Hedrick. He seems to be kind of stumbling around in front of you there, kind of like gazing off into the swamp. He seems to have a bottle in his right hand, and in his left hand, you can't tell. He seems to be twirling like a stick. It's hard to see.
Okay. As I walk by him, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna try to fake like an accent and just be like, "Hey, Mighty, are you gonna be out here for a while?"
Who's that? Are you from it? Are you from the docks up north?
I'm just a hunter. I like to travel around and, hunt new grounds. It's a hobby. But if you hang around, I'll come back with some fresh jerky for you.
There's turkeys around here. This is a swamp. There's crocodiles and there's pigs and sometimes there's Madara, stinky.
Oh, all right. Do I get a just that you'll probably be hanging around for a while?
You don't smell so good. As he kind of gets in for a nice smell. A natural 1. Come on, game.
Nice.
As he kind of brushes it off and takes another drink.
All right, I'm gonna continue by him for now and go right into the inn. This is the inn down here.
That is the end. Are you just gonna like ignore him and walk by?
I'm gonna say, just hang around. I got something for you. And I'm gonna continue past him.
Wait a minute, buddy. I was talking to you.
I'll be back.
All right, you just gotta sneak by him.
Yeah, just hang out here. Hang out here. I'll be right back.
That is excellent. So what is your plan? You're kind of going into the inn here.
Yes, I am going
just-
into
just
the inn.
with your desk-
with the pig floating on a disc, disguised as a hunter.
All right. Give me 1 sec. Oh my god.
Totally normal stuff.
This is totally
fine.
normal. Yeah,
This
this
is totally normal. Yeah.
It's okay. I mean, just give me a second. Roll20's taking a second to load up. I don't know why.
No worries.
What in the fuck? Sorry guys, 1 second. All right. So D1, as soon as you kind of find your place,
Oh, there we go. Took a second to load, but
yeah, I know. It's been acting weird. I think they're getting DDoS'd or something. As you walk in here, D1, you kind of look around the bar and you kind of immediately get the sense of like fresh apple pie. It totally hits you like this absolute sweet smell, which doesn't really matter much to you, but you smell it, you sense it. It's like overwhelming because it's such a contrast from where you just came from.
okay. So I'm gonna walk up. I'm
Multiple
gonna try to
people.
do this very quickly because I'm on a time
Sure.
limit.
Yeah. Let's see what you got.
And I'm just
See what you got.
I'm gonna walk up to like about here, and just yell at the innkeeper. Go, how do I get a room here? I need a room.
Just give me one moment there, sir. 1 moment there, sir.
Time is of the essence. I need to cure this thing before it starts to smell. Don't worry, I promise to have it cured and properly prepared before there's any smell in your inn. It's it's prize cash, this thing. I mean, there could be ribs for the whole bar in the future here as soon as I get a chance to, properly butcher this thing.
Ooh, look at that. Just so if you take the southern road to the tip of the peninsula, you should find the dock there. Yeah, I think his name is Serold. I think that's his name. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, just tell him Fallon sent you. Should be fine. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. What was that?
Oh, I need a room, friend.
Okay. As you kind of walk up to the bar here, you see a unfamiliar face, D1. It is a kind of from what you can tell, a taller a dwarf. Sorry, he's a dwarf. He's a little taller than what you recognize. Long white beard, gray. You could see like kind of a sigil around like the heart. There's like a patch. It seems to be like a gauntlet, kind of on its side with like a flame around the outside edge of it. And he kind of he's just wiping the counter here as Patrice, as you knew her from the last time you were here, kind of leaves the.
Yeah.
Leaves
I'm gonna subtly like watch her ass as she walks out of the room, and then sort of
And
look back at the bartender and smile at him.
She kind of like gives you the strut, the slow strut as she leaves. Yeah.
Like a
Yeah,
degenerate
and-
hunter, right?
It's true. Says Fallon's the name, Fallon Ironhand. I'd be happy to help you out here. Anything you might need.
Yeah.
Would you like some ale? You look like you just had a hunt, friend. You could definitely be thirsty.
I'll be back down for ale once I settle, but I'd just like a room for now to get settled if I could.
Oh, of course. I think pretty sure I can accommodate you. That'd be 4 gold for the night.
I'll hand him 4 gold pieces. Quickly.
All right. Yeah, if you want to go ahead, it's the first room up there upstairs. You can go ahead and find your way if you don't mind. Unless you need me to bring anything for you, there should be some water, a pot of water up there for you, and some linens and all that. Help yourself. Breakfast is in the morning, bright and early.
Sounds great, mate. And I'm gonna head up the stairs with the kill.
All right. Perfect. All right, D1.
I'm trying to do this entire encounter in 10 minutes.
No, this is awesome. This is really
Yeah.
cool.
Speed run.
A speed run.
Hey, you're upstairs, D1.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bypass his room that I just rented. And
Okay.
I'm gonna put this in D1, my room. Which I believe I had the corner room. Did I not? I can't remember.
I think
that
you
bad
did.
one.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna put it in
All right.
where he rented. I'm gonna put it in D1's room.
Okay. Where are you going to put it in the room? Like under the bed or something, or?
Honestly, I'm just gonna
Well,
stash it
I guess we
kind of. I'm just gonna sort of just put it because the illusion's gonna wear off and it's gonna be a maul and a dead body. So I'm just gonna lay it on the floor and I'm gonna grab the comforter from the bed and I'm gonna lay it over it.
Sorry, I was just Discord. Oh yeah, you got it. You got it. So you're gonna lay it in the room here and lay the blanket over it, kind of.
Yes.
Okay, you got it, D1. Fair enough. Is there anything else you want to do? Like, you're just gonna like wait. So you're gonna stay in the first room, but you're gonna leave it in the last room?
Whatever room this hunter, he
Yes.
just rented a completely different room that doesn't
Yeah,
belong to any of us.
he rented the first room, which is this one here. I don't know if it matters,
Okay.
but yeah.
So I'm gonna put it in this room, which is mine, and I'm gonna lock the door
Okay.
behind me.
All right.
Then I'm gonna come over to this room. I'm gonna close the door and lock it behind me.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You don't have that room anymore. Like D1 doesn't have.
I thought we rented the room for like a long time.
Yeah, but then you guys left, and the boss would probably be like, "Fuck you," like, you know. And it's an inn, you know. They wouldn't be able to just keep the rooms forever for you.
Oh.
Yeah. So you have the first room.
So that's not our room anymore.
No, it's not. But this is your room.
Okay. Okay. So I'll put it in this room and do the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
you
cover
got
with
it.
a
That's
blanket,
fine.
And then I'll
Yeah.
close the door and lock it.
All right.
And I imagine I still have the key for that door.
You do.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna quickly go back down the stairs,
All right. Perfect.
back into the main part of the inn.
All right. Yep, you can. Boop. All right, perfect. How long does disguise self work?
An hour. Disguise
Okay.
self was an hour. It was
All right.
actually the silent image that was the 10-minute time mark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you waited until like you were at the edge of town. I'm assuming.
Yeah, before I cast everything, yes.
Yeah. I got you.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
Then
perfect.
I'm gonna
So,
come down the stairs. I'm gonna wave at the bartender. Go. Oh, I'll be back for that drink, mate. I'm just gonna go out and grab myself some more javelins. I dulled and wasted a bunch of stuff, but I'll be back. I just gotta go
says,
grab some stuff.
he says, make sure you do. I have some amazing stories I can tell you about my family and about the journeys that we've been on, and it fades out as he kind of
Yeah.
like leaves.
Can't wait to hear 'em, mate. And then I'm gonna walk out the door.
Perfect. All right.
Back to the outside. Yeah.
Back out to the tundra, the down under.
All right. As soon as I get outside, where
It's still
can I-
loading.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know if you can.
I cannot.
Yeah, it's up for me.
There we go. All right.
So
Nice.
while disguised as a hunter, I'm gonna kind of wander down by this lake here and walk into these trees.
Wait a minute.
1 second, mate.
All right, roll a. Are you running?
I'm just briskly walking.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
When your DM asks you if you're running and you say you're briskly walking. I love it. All right, man.
And then
Where
now,
are you?
well, now that I gotta go into these trees and sort of duck down in
Okay.
them for a second.
Are you gonna try and hide?
From Hendrik, or from
Okay,
anybody
and-
see me, yes, I'm gonna kind of try to duck down.
Sure. Roll a stealth check for me, D1.
Uh-oh. Dun dun dun.
You got this.
Here goes nothing.
No!
Oh no! Oh
Shit.
no! Heavy armor disadvantage.
So you try and press yourself into the trees here, and before you have much chance, Hedrick kind of comes up close, and he just for a second he just stops, and he says, if you need help with the trees, I can help you. You just have to ask me." As he watches you in the trees,
Sure, mate. Where
and
do
you begin to slowly change back.
Ooh, it's been an
slowly.
hour.
Yes.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna. All right, so I turn back into D1.
Yeah. You start
All
to begin to, and just about now is when everybody begins to show up.
Oh shit. Okay. I needed another moment.
What did you want to do?
I wanted to go back and check on my rowboat with Hendrik. That's why I wanted to change back into D1.
Oh, you could still do it. You got some
Okay.
time.
I got some time.
Yep.
So I'm gonna say, yeah. Hey, mate. Sorry, I was. You remember me, right?
Much drink.
Yeah, I do that
Maybe I need
sometimes
some
when I'm hunting,
sleep.
because the animals get scared of my sort of metallic form here. I don't want to scare the animals off. It helps me hunt, try to look more natural.
Wait a minute, aren't you? He rolled a history check and totally failed it. That's what that was.
I get like, can we, I got some gold for you to give you a payment for watching my rowboat, mate. Do you mind if we head back into your... Yeah, I got some gold for you.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, persuasion with advantage.
Yeah.
Persuasion.
And by gold, I mean rupees.
19.
19? That's amazing. Oh my god. I'm doing disadvantage. That's even better. How long have I had this thing? 3, 4.
Yeah. I'm thinking I should have time, because I had an hour head start. Well, at least 30-minute head start on everybody. And I only had 10 minutes on minor illusion, so I tried to make it through town.
Yeah, that's
in
fair.
10 minutes,
That's fair. We'll give you just a little bit longer with him before everybody shows up. Yeah, so he follows you. You gonna go down to the docks then?
Yeah,
Let's
go back to the docks. If my boat's still there,
Okay.
if it's still in good condition,
Yeah.
I got some money for
Yeah.
you. Some gold for you, friend.
Totally. Underneath the shed. He's like totally stumbling. I can't do a good drunk person, which is hilarious that I can't. I don't know why I can't, but I just can't.
Drug's tricky.
It's funny.
Gotta
So
channel your inner Leahy.
I'm just like, I know I should. Like, I'm trying to. It's just not working. So as you kind of get close, he kind of stumbles over his words and over himself, and kind of slowly tries to explain to you that your boat is totally fine. Your little dinghy is fine. Like, no one's touched it.
I need to see it for myself.
Yeah, so you kind of go all the way to the edge of the docks here, and he is happy to show you that your boat is totally fine.
All right, so when I get to the boat, I'm gonna say I just need a moment with it, and I'm gonna actually hand Hedrick 10 gold pieces, and I'm gonna say, don't forget I gave this to you.
Wait a minute. I think this seems right. Okay. He puts in his little pouch
There's a big tip in there for you.
Hey, thank you. kind of a I can't do it drunk. It's hilarious.
And there's more where that came from. As long as you keep a close eye on this, it's kind of my baby, you know.
Yeah. He kind of like shoves it back in the same, like you see that it's still there. It's like secure and stuff for his stuff. You're not getting it, right? You're just kind of like.
I'm gonna sneak into where it is, and I'm gonna say, I gotta tell him, give me a moment, and I need some privacy just to check things over.
Inquisitive. Wow. Kind of begins to walk away, which is hilarious. I actually rolled to see if he would be curious enough, but he doesn't give a shit right now.
All right, and while I load, I'm going to quickly use the woodworking tools that I formed.
Ooh, okay.
To carefully pry up some of the wood boards of the of my rowboat. And I'm going to reach into the bag of holding. I'm going to put the amulet in the inside of the rowboat, and I'm going to very carefully patch the wood floor up, nail them down nice and tight, make it look like...
Explain this again? Sorry?
So I'm going to use the woodworking tools to pry up the main deck boards of the rowboat. So the rowboat, I would assume, would have like the thing that you put your feet on, and then it would have a hollow area to hold air.
So it has...
Yeah.
So a rowboat has one set of planks all the way around it, and ribbing that keeps the planks.
Yes, which is why I wanted woodworking tools to do it properly.
So let me just get this straight. So you're trying to pull up a plank and hide the amulet underneath the plank?
Underneath the plank in the bottom.
So the problem is, and I feel like a total douchebag telling you this, but it's a rowboat, so it's single planked. You could figure out a way, like maybe in the nose or the stern, to hide it somewhere if you wanted, like maybe carve out a spot and like plug it in.
Whatever part that I think I can, whatever part I think I can sort of dismantle quickly, stack it, and then use the woodworld tools to sort of build it.
I'm only saying this because somewhere, someday, someone will be like, "Wait a minute, a rowboat has one plank," like, you know what I mean? I'm not sure exactly how this. That's fine. Well, it'll work out.
But I'll dismantle part of it, stash the amulet, and then rebuild it back to look like it hasn't been tampered with.
Perfect. So this is going to take you a little bit of time. Probably, depending on how, like, if you give me a really good detailed description of where and how you do it, it'll take less time.
Yeah.
Because it can't be the plank thing. The plank thing was a great idea, dude. A great idea, but we can't do it on a rowboat.
Well, look, I'm trying to look at the graphics of the thing here. So
I know.
It looks like it's built up and there's a seat there. So I'm going to maybe try to go underneath the seat.
That's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
So you're just going to like take out some of the, like make a hole in the ribbing or whatever, make the plug and kind of shove the amulet. Okay. Perfect.
Exactly. Yeah.
The amulet's pretty big. It's about the size of like the palm of your hand. So, you just kind of like carve a little spot there. And we'll say that it takes you roughly like 10, 15 minutes, something like that, which just gives us enough time, if you don't mind, to go up to the top here and have Bricks, Ronan, Griff, and
well, my plan
Brandy.
is to meet them as they're coming down the road, not be here.
Well, that might not totally happen.
Okay, because I figured I had an hour. That's why I told them.
No,
to
you
wait
probably
1
do.
hour.
You probably do.
So they
Let me
should
just
arrive
give them a
1
little
hour after I arrive, right?
Sure. Let's give them a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
Is there anything you guys wanted to do before you met with D1? As you kind of come into the town here? I just want to open that door in case anybody does, because otherwise I feel like I'm railroading you.
No, you're good. I wanted to say hi to that fucking hillbilly guy. The retarded hillbilly.
He's all drunk.
Drunk, retarded, same difference.
I'm just kind of moving into town then. I guess at this point, everybody's just kind of like moving into town. If you want, I'll move everyone in. Where do you guys want to? Is there anything in particular y'all want to do, or are you just meeting up with D1?
No, I got nothing.
No one wants to stop for a quick grog. Yeah, fuck it. It'll be there when we get back.
All right, D1, you are complete.
I'm gonna try to, as they're coming into town, I don't want them to see me coming from here, so I'm gonna try to quickly get up and be waiting just be sort of waiting in the road casually, just sort of waiting around for them to come.
Sure. And as you kind of make your way up here to where the bridge is, you see them all begin to. You see Bricks kind of, and then behind him like Brandy and Ronan and Griff. And D1, as you stand here, roll a perception check just to see if it's higher than your passive for me.
Go back to normal.
Sorry, we did a lot of stuff with D1 tonight, guys. Thank you for being patient. Oh, damn it.
Horrible. So,
So close.
That's 11.
Yeah. Okay. So, you just kind of like standing here, looking at Trebre's house, or from what you remember it, and you do notice there's a couple of things that seem to be out of place. That's all I'll say.
Interesting. All right. As they cross this bridge into the bayou, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, guys," and I'll be like, "Okay, I got it all stashed in the inn. I left still disguised as the hunter dude. I figure all of us should return to the inn together as a group so it doesn't look suspicious. I don't want to, we should all wander in together. So I'm out of disguise now. Let's just go into the inn."
Okay. Is that the plan?
Well, do we want to talk to the boss first, or do you want to talk to Trebre's brother first?
Well, why don't we sit around and have a beer, and we'll have to figure that out, I guess.
I have a feeling if we go into the inn, we're going to run into the boss whether we want to or not.
True. Yeah, do we want to deal with what do you guys think? Do we want to deal with the boss? Bricks? How long do you think we can avoid him?
What's today? If I'm not mistaken, I believe that he's meeting with the delegation this week, which means he's pretty distracted at the moment. I feel like, but again, he has people all over town.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows that we're back.
I don't know. I'm not so sure. Maybe not yet, but did you see anyone on your way here, D1? Did anyone see you?
Just the drunk. But he seemed like he didn't really notice me at all.
Okay, we should probably get to the inn as fast as we can here.
Maybe kill that drunk man.
It kind of looks back at you, Brandy. Briggs does. Like to see if you're being serious. Like,
I mean, I just don't want to trust anyone yet.
It's fine. He'll probably drink himself to death.
it's true. Hedrick he doesn't remember what happened this morning.
Oh, well.
The boss pays no attention.
There's two of us.
Yeah,
well,
I don't think we did anything suspicious. He was just, I think he's harmless.
Yeah, let's just head to the inn and sit down and figure out our next step from there.
All right. Perfect. We'll go ahead, take you to the inn.
I will be right back, like 2 seconds.
Got it. Loading screen. All right, you guys want to take a quick break?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, we could do that.
yeah, sure.
Whoa, that was not the right title screen. Oops.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Are we taking a break or?
Yes, just like a quick 5.
Okay, cool.
Break and a take.
Yeah, sorry about that. My teeth
No
were
worries, man.
floating.
Oh, good. Smarts. I'll be right back.
Like the candy?
Yeah, Sato. I was trying to make it hard for you, but you wouldn't let me because you're right. Every time I tried to block you, I was like, fuck, he's right.
Because it was only 20 minutes from the time I went to the inn.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
25 with walking, but yeah.
It's okay. It's fun.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll refill my coffee while we're on break then.
Yeah, I'll be right back too, guys.
Like, I'm probably gonna watch the whole next season with my friend Ree. Like, not even kidding.
NASCAR?
Yeah, man. Like, I guess
Why?
I know, right? So here's the thing, right? When I was younger, and I mean really young, I was around sprint car races like constantly. We were always around them because my family was like, my family knew people who raced and stuff. So we were always around them, and like always went to Williams Grove Speedway and like Silver Springs at the time Speedway and all these things, right? And so I always thought like my family always thought like I would just get into racing or whatever. I never did. It never latched on to me. Like I always went the music route, right? Now as an adult, like older, like much older, like I see like the strategy and shit behind it, like the athleticism and like all the little details and stuff that have to be paid attention to like what springs they're using on the outside passenger side, like for certain tracks, or like what their pitch is on their spoilers for certain tracks, and like the softness of the tires for certain tracks. Like all these things matter, and it's insane to me the amount of detail that I didn't even know existed with this stuff. It's such a scientific sport. And not like nobody gives it credit for that, but man, it is a scientific sport if there ever was one. And it's all about air. It's all about using the air pressure and the air changes and differentials between the cars, and it's about using that momentum to ease off the throttle, like drafting. You ease off the throttle if you get right up on the ass of somebody going that fast. The air pressure will literally pull you along so that if you ease off the throttle like to like 60-70%, then you have that extra headroom to like get out around them and get in front of them. It's amazing. It's a science. It's all about air pressure and shit. Anyway, it's super cool, man. Like I've been totally into it lately for some reason. Blows my mind that I'm even talking about it, because I never would have coined myself as being somebody who would be into it, but I am.
Yeah, I kind of grew up around the same shit. I can't remember if they're called funny cars or if they're...
Yeah, funny cars, man.
Yeah.
They usually run with the. They usually ran with the sprint cars. They usually ran with the same dirt tracks. Yeah.
About 20 minutes from where I live, there was a dirt track that a lot of sprint cars would race on.
Oh, I think I know. I won't say it because we're recording, but I think I know where you're talking.
But yeah, I agree. There's a lot more science to that than people would think.
There really is, man, and I love that. I love that.
I'd go so far to say there's more science involved in that particular type of racing than like NASCAR.
Well, NASCAR is all about the drafting, man. NASCAR is all about like air differential changes and stuff in order to pull you for like the differences in thrust and stuff. Like for sprint car racing, it's all about getting that drift around the corner at like the right angle. Like you have to know, like, because when the track is like less wet or more wet, like you have to know like your angle, like you have to know your amount of throttle going into the turn, like how much to retain your throttle, like all these things, right? Like it's like you're like a fighter pilot, like constantly making adjustments.
Have you ever seen, I guess they're called like ride-along cams for rally racing?
Oh, for rally racing. I think so, like here and there.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
That's fucking nutty.
Those people are crazy, man. Yeah, that's where the Ford Focus came from. It was initially was a rally car. Sorry, the original Ford Focuses were like, I was in love with them when they came out.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I loved them. Yeah, they were originally a rally car, and then they used the body design and created the Ford Focus because it was supposed to be like the ideal college kid's car because it was like efficient and like affordable and all that. I was a little obsessed, man, when they came out. It was my graduating year that they came out, so. Is everybody back?
You're like,
yeah.
I ramble as
I'm back.
I am rambling tonight, guys. I don't know what my deal is. All right.
I'll talk to that.
Perfect. It's perfect. All right. All right. So, you all kind of find your way into the inn here. A very familiar place to all of you. Actually, after what you've all endured over the course of, the last week, we'll say, last couple of days, this is a welcome sight. You could almost feel the cushion underneath you and like the clean, fresh blanket on top of you and the warm environment kind of in a safe, enclosed building. You can almost feel it as you close your eyes. You can see it, and then you open your eyes and you realize, wait, you haven't even bought a room yet. And I'll hand you the floor.
I migrate straight to that couch, flop down.
You got it, Ronan. Perfect. The fire is burning in front of you. There seems to be a kettle on top of the fire here, and you could smell. It smells like some kind of a stew, Ronan. Maybe pig, maybe ham.
It smells good. I'm just enjoying this fucking cushioning.
Oh, it's
tired of sleeping on dirt.
Yeah, it's magnificent, Ronan. You aside from the dirt and you're pretty sure is the ash remains of some great warrior from long ago on your skin as you sit here kind of gazing into the fire. All right.
I'll approach the bar.
Yeah.
And I'll just say, a round of drinks for me and my friends. And we'll take whatever rooms you have available, too. If you haven't saved our old ones. We were here earlier, but
sorry, have we met? And you can tell D1 that this is not Took, the innkeeper that you remembered from before.
Oh, but yeah, didn't your workmate there? Don't you guys keep records? You have like a scroll back there that you keep names.
Listen, I do what the boss tells me. That's pretty much it. But if you want a room, I got plenty of rooms upstairs. It's 4 gold a night.
All right. Well, I'll take one, and I'm sure my comrades here will snatch up the rest.
How many rooms is that? 1, 2, 3. Is that 5 rooms?
If you have them.
I think we do. I think we can accommodate you there. Is that 5 rooms then? He kind of yells across the bar.
I'll be like, I'll pay for mine. Everybody else can, I'm sure they'll all pay for their own.
Yeah, I'll get up and walk over to the bar and put down 4 gold.
Yeah. All right, Ronan. And he kind of goes around and collects everyone's gold here. He says, it's a busy night. So straight upstairs, last 3 rooms on the right, and the first one on the left are for you. There's a gentleman sleeping in the first room there. Try not to wake him up. He looks pretty beat up.
Sounds great. And do you want to? I'll go right back. I just wanna, get settled, and then it'll be a night of drinking, my friend.
Yeah, you could tell he is absolutely preoccupied and very well could have missed you, like coming or going at any point, and just assumed that your disguised self is very much so asleep up in that first room.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna head upstairs quickly.
Yeah, sure. Do you want? What are you all doing at the moment? This is a kind of a chill, laid back session, so I figured I'd give you an opportunity to kind of. What are we all doing at the moment?
I'm relaxing in front of this fire.
Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get a drink and I'll sit next to Ronan.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. And she.
Yeah, I'll just belly up to the friggin' bar and order some
Or
grog.
actually, D1's not gonna go upstairs. I think
Okay.
actually I'm good to leave things where they are. That door's locked. I think it's rented to that hunter. I feel good about it. I'm just gonna hang out here.
Yeah, perfect. And you kind of all sit here, all with your ale as the bartender kind of comes around and he introduces himself as Fallon Ironhand. And he kind of goes around. You can see he's a dwarf, a little taller than your average dwarf, but nonetheless, long white gray beard, white hair. You can see kind of a really nice, kind of a nicely made smock kind of around his torso there with kind of an insignia over his heart, like a patch. Seems to be like a gauntlet on its side with like flame around it, made perhaps like a house insignia or something like that. And he seems quite content as he kind of moves around the inn here, rather the tavern here, around the bar with a rag and with a broom and just cleaning up the mess, kind of whistling here and there and mumbling certain things here and there under his breath, maybe about needing this or having to do that.
All right, I'm gonna yell around the room and go, "Is ale good for everybody, or is there any orders, requests? First drink's on me. First round on me."
Yeah, polite pass.
I'm gonna ask if there's anything stronger. I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah, I want a glass of wine.
Oh, nice,
All
perfect.
right, 1 wine.
Some wine.
I'll
We
just
have
take
some-
an ale just because it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just drinking to be social.
We have some wine from the docks. Some really
From
good
the
wine,
docks?
actually. Yeah, from the docks. Actually, it's just north, along the high road there. It's extravagant. You're gonna love it. Here, let me get you. And he pours some out, and then the stronger stuff for you. My buddy, up in the town of Phandelver, kind of northeast of here. My red friend. He as he talks to you, Griff. My friend Toblin. His family produces this absolute wonderful. Here, let me just get you a bottle, and he kind of goes into a little chest that he pulls up from the below the kind of the stand here.
Hell
and
yes, give
he
us
takes
that
a little
good stuff.
key from his pocket and looks around, takes a little key, and he puts it in there, and you can see it's like a little tiny bottle, Griff, maybe 6 inches long, pretty wide, and you can see that
Giggity.
there's like blue liquid in there. It kind of shimmers a bit when he holds it to the light from the fire, kind of hits it, and he uncorks it, and instantly you smell like a strawberry.
So close.
It hits you, and then immediately after you smell the strawberry, you smell peach, and then apple,
That's
and
all
then
I need to
raspberry, and all of these different fruits, all wrapped up into one. And then, for some reason, Griff, you smell an overwhelming. It's like rotten peaches, but you love it, right? Because you love the smell of rotten peaches,
That I do.
and it's the best smelling rotten peaches that you could ever hope to smell.
The worst,
weirdo.
the best worst.
Yeah.
Hang on. It's peach
Fuck
berry.
yeah.
It's a
I'm
peach.
just gonna.
And you
peach
down
berry.
it?
I'm just gonna fucking slam it.
Rock on. Roll a constitution
Getting
check
wrecked,
for me.
son.
And Brandy, as you kind of sip too, you notice there's like a really nice, solid sweetness about this. But then as soon as you drink it, there's a fire that happens. But then it's short-lived, but it's just enough to kind of let you know that it's a zing, you know? And then you kind of feel it too. It's an uplifting feeling. I need you to roll a constitution check for me as well.
Ooh.
These are good things. Oh, nice, an 8. And Griff, so you start to feel absolutely fantastic. You are sitting here on your stool
All
and you're
tingly.
recounting the different moments that in the tomb where you were tasked
Holy
with sitting.
fuck.
There's the
Oh
natty
my
There we
God,
go.
There's the brandy
that's
20s.
amazing. Yes.
That's
We
the.
go.
Where you
Of
were
course
tasked
it's
with
for the
certain
wine.
puzzles and stuff, and you were able to accomplish your tasks. And you remember one time in particular, Griff, where you made your way across a fiery lava-filled hallway with just your wit.
Can I just remember when fucking Trebre got stabbed in the heart?
That's great.
Like a fucking
Yeah.
Vietnam flashback.
And your memory comes back, to Trebre crying out in pain as Ronan plunges his glaive deep into his heart. At that moment, your kind of facial expression goes from happy to, holy fuck, what have we done?
Just take another drink.
Take
Just
another
stare.
drink. Perfect.
1,000-yard stare.
Brandy, as you sit here and you begin to watch Griff, like kind of reminisce in a way, like without thought, you kind of see his roller coaster of emotion. You begin to sip, smile on your face, and then you remember a time when you were younger, when you were able to break into your parents' back storeroom, where they kept the most wealthy wines on cask for the political
yes.
parties and such, right? That your parents would hold these big, huge, giant festivals. And you remember this rose wine that you got a taste of this one time, and you swore that they would never know the difference. You just added half of it with water. They would never even know that you took it. But you took a whole half a cask of rose wine one time and took it down to the swamp edge with your friends, and you had a great night. And this memory, Brandy, is invigorating to the point where add plus 10 temporary hit points to your sheet, Brandy.
Oh, nice.
Natural 20. Got to give you something good.
I like it.
Nice. And you remember how sweet of a taste that was, and how this is so similar to that. All right. Perfect. Ronan, you were sitting here just one day in the moment here, gazing at the fire, and you're remembering the coastline. You remember that sound that you kept hearing? It was like a high pitch, maybe like some kind of metal against metal or something, or some kind of very large insect crying out or something. It was some kind of high pitch. You can't put your finger on it, Ronan, but you remember that image that you kept seeing over and over in your mind, that of the ocean side and the sea, the waves crashing on the rocks, and that purple glow from the interior of the land.
I just smile to myself and absentmindedly give Bitter scritches.
Very nice. And Bitters loves the scritches. Okay. D1, you wanted to say something?
I was gonna
Sorry about
ask Bricks what he's drinking.
Oh, well, to be honest with you, I guess an ale or two probably won't hurt, but I have to make sure that I'm on point when we see the boss. I'm assuming maybe tomorrow morning.
That's okay. Only the first round's on
Maybe
me.
tonight.
You're responsible after that, so I'll buy you one.
Oh, it's pretty early in the day. You know what? Why not? I'll have an ale as well, please. A little bit older, if you don't mind.
And I'll ask the bartender. So I've got 2 ales of wine and whatever you gave the red guy. What's the tally on that?
He says, that's 3 silver, please.
All right, I'll hand him 3 silver.
3 silver?
Actually, I'll hand him 4.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you. I appreciate that. Is there anything that any of y'all need to eat? You look like you might be hungry. You're all quite, I mean, if you don't mind me saying, a little dirty. You've been on the road for a long time?
It's been a couple of days. Journey.
Oh, you've probably seen quite the stuff, huh?
You know.
Well, if you ever want to tell me about it, I'm always here to listen. People around here call me Fallon. I have a quite the story to tell you if you ever want to listen. Kind of gives you a little bump, little elbow bump.
Yeah, we may be into that in a moment.
Got any good jokes?
I'm gonna walk down. As I walk by Griff,
Yeah.
I'm gonna very subtly sort of like make a motion like I'm holding an amulet around my neck, and then just like do a like sort of thumb to Bricks and like a little quick hand wave.
I'm gonna be so drunk
Really
and
subtle.
fucked up. I'm just gonna be like, what?
Bricks looks at you. Bricks looks over at you like, wait, what? What? He shakes his
I was
head.
trying to do it like back to Bricks, but yeah. Anyways, I'll just.
I have no idea what's going on.
I'm just gonna drunkenly
do
be-
like with my back to Bricks. I'm just gonna sort of
Yeah.
like
Oh,
put my
okay.
hand on my neck like I'm grasping something, and then just sort of do like a thumbs like slightly to my shoulder, and then just do like a hand wave like a no. That's all I'm gonna do. That's all I'm gonna
I'm
do
just
to-
gonna be like
to
drunkenly
Griffin.
swaying back
You're
and
doing that
forth
to
and just
Bricks?
To Griffin.
Oh,
Yeah,
to
to me.
Griffin.
To Griffin.
Okay.
That's why I'm like-
yeah.
I'll
Got
just
you.
drunkenly like nod my head and be like, yes, he wants me to choke him out.
Nice.
Yes.
I understand.
Perfect.
I love it.
I'll nod and give the thumbs up.
Bricks.
Give the
Bricks
swords
didn't
up.
see.
The
I
swords
rolled.
up.
You didn't hear it. Bricks did not see what you did.
All right, and then I'm gonna head over to Brandy and Ronan,
Yeah.
and I go to Brandy. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna hand her back the bag of holding. And I'm gonna say, those beads of nourishment we found in that backpack while we were hunting through the caves, we ended up using those. I'll say that to Brandy.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Yeah, and then I'll hand her back the bag of holding. I go, I believe this belongs to you. And then,
Yeah.
am I far enough from Bricks that if I whisper really quiet, he won't hear me?
Sure.
I'm gonna whisper to Ronan and to Brandy. We don't have the amulet.
Correct.
We lost it.
Also
Hey,
correct.
it's lost.
Yes.
Wink, wink.
Wink.
You got
wink.
it.
Yes, and I'm gonna wink, wink.
Yeah, you got it, boss.
And then I'll just sort of chill and just drink with him. Drink with Brandy and hang out.
Oh,
with Ronan.
perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. And Bricks kind of looks over occasionally at Griff and occasionally at you all kind of gathered there in the corner. Like he sees kind of like every once in a while that you are having conversation, but there's some smiling and a little bit of laughing happening. So he doesn't for the moment, because of my role, he doesn't assume that you're talking about anything serious. So he just is going to remain where he's at the moment, talking to Fallon here, our new fun innkeeper who you all have just met.
Yeah.
Because the other guy is for whatever reason not here, and you don't know why. There is that smell of apple pie kind of lofting in the air here. You could see in the corner of the room there seems to be the same passed out person that you recognized the last time. Seems to be an occurrence for this one, especially this early in the morning, as it's probably around 9 o'clock, probably 9 a.m. At the moment.
Sleeping off last night's hangover.
It seems that way, yeah. As well as there seems to be some in the other corner. There seems to also be there's two figures there. There's one that is pretty short. It could be a halfling. Brandy, you noticed her pretty quickly. As soon as you came in, you noticed her.
Yeah.
with the braids, and then she seems to be talking with somebody else who seems to possibly also be a halfling. They're shorter, from what you could tell. The robes seem exquisite. They're white, fluffy, kind of a maybe Arctic bear or something, stitched together, maybe 3 or 4, made this amazing coat that you see. The woman, her hair is braided maybe in 3 or 4 different locks, and she has a couple of earrings that kind of hang down on her left. They seem to be small bones of something. She's wearing kind of a green cape that gets pulled close with a clasp that it's hard to tell what it is from this distance, but it seems to be like a garnet or some kind of deep red jewel kind of embedded just in the clasp there, Brandy. And from what you can tell, you're just sitting here inconspicuously, but with your rogue senses, because you're a rogue, and I'm giving you this stuff because you just notice. Yeah. You notice, they occasionally look in your direction over here. They're maybe curious about another halfling being around, but nothing seems to stand out.
We'll look over to Diz. Do you have a way of obviously we got a bunch of shit from our little adventure and escapade. Do we just want to put everything in a pile in your room and go through it, or what do we want to do with all that?
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, there's always maybe try to hit some of the shops in town and see if we can, liquidate some of it for some gold.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, just anything not mundane.
Yeah, we could go through it and then figure out what we want to sell and what we want to keep for sure.
Cool.
I'm down for that. Did we want to do it in privacy? I mean, is there anyone here that we could just dump it out on the fucking floor right here and just sort through it quickly?
Up to you. If you want to do it in your room or if you want to do it here.
Get a room, you two.
Get a room, you two. Yeah, maybe. God, we got so much stuff to go through.
We do have a lot of shit.
Dump it.
Yeah.
Big dumps.
I'm just looking at the bag of holding. So, do we want to do that? Do we want to sort of go through what we have in this bag of holding?
Yeah.
Just so you know,
we can.
There are 2 curious halflings in the corner of the room and 1 drunk. So it's up to you if you want to do it here.
I'm too fucked up to notice anything.
If they're feeling
In the privacy of one of our rooms, but
I think what I gotta do, fight us for it? I mean, maybe.
Your call.
I'm gonna look at Brandy and Ronan and go, your guys' call. I'm easy. I mean, if they start shit, I'm down to fight. But what do you guys think?
Kind of want to take the day easy. Let's just do it in the room.
yeah, that would be my vote. Let's not fight anyone and
I'm too drunk.
Take it upstairs.
Okay.
Can't even see the fucking floor anymore.
Nice.
All right. Do we all want to head upstairs?
Someone might have to carry me.
Yeah, I'll make my way over to Bricks.
Yeah,
Like,
so...
hey,
Sorry.
tell him, hey, we're going to go drop some stuff off in the room, go through a couple of things. You want to keep an eye on Griff there? Make sure he don't... I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'll stay here and help our friend. Don't stay here. You know what, Fallon? It's pretty early in the day, but you know what? There's cause for celebration. Why don't we give our friend here another one of those? Come bring one of those over here.
Hell yeah.
He pours another one for you, Griff. Do you take it?
Oh yeah.
Roll a con check for me,
Riggedy
please.
Rick.
Riggedy Rick, son.
Oh, con check. Oh, not bad.
Very nice, Griffin. You take it like a champ as you kind of sit here and you
God damn it.
you like look at him and you just down it like immediately, and Brick's
The
like his
fucking
eyes get real
degenerate
big,
I am.
like, all right, okay, it's gonna be one of those days. I see, as you kind of all are, at your piece to go upstairs, the three of you.
I'm just gonna drunkenly stand up and scream, "I'm still alive, bitches!"
I'm gonna leave Rummy at the bar.
Okay.
Make my way up to the room.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess the
you
three
got
of
it.
us will.
You got it.
So I guess
Should be able to, move your
I'll
character
take in the
tokens.
corner room, I guess, again. Actually, no, this time we have all three of these rooms, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna say I'll take actually the second room if you guys don't mind.
There you go. You can take whatever one you'd like.
And then we'll all sort of come in here. I'll go. Yeah, come on in.
Cool. Perfect.
And Brandy has the bag of holding. I'll be like, dump it out on the floor, I guess. I don't know how you guys what procedure. We could put it on the bed, on the floor.
That's perfect, actually.
It's so sexual.
Yeah, let me see if I can find something to give you for Mark.
Yeah, I'll just start pulling stuff out of my bags.
Yeah, so there's a lot to go through here.
Oh, roll 20's search inquiry is down.
What?
Yeah, I was
we
looking
can-
for
yeah,
a pile of gold to give you, but it's okay.
yeah.
Weird.
We can
What
just
the
sort
fuck's
of
going on?
use our
Use our imagination.
we can.
Oh no, all of my tokens are gone. What in the crap, roll 20? Something's happening, I think, because you guys can still hear me and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, because all of the shit on roll 20 is taking like
Ooh.
1,000 years to load.
Yeah, there's some spikes
Yeah, it was
on
being
down
weird for me
detector.
too.
Yeah, I
There
can't.
is like some massive spikes on down detector. So
Yeah,
something's up with their servers.
I can't change the map or anything. That's okay though. This is probably the last map tonight anyway. All right, cool. So, as you kind of all you stand here with the door closed behind you, what are you doing with the bag of holding?
I guess we're just dumping it.
You're gonna
On the
dump it?
floor,
Are you
yeah.
sure?
Well, how do you guys
There's a
want to
lot
do
of
this?
stuff in there. There's like swords, suits of armor. There's like fucking
There
gold
is.
and rupees.
Stick your head in there.
There's a lot of shit in there. Yeah.
Well,
It was someone just hold it open and I'll just walk inside.
There you go.
there you go.
think it's
There
that
might not be
big.
much air in there. I don't know.
Yeah, just keep
Breathing,
it
you
open.
know.
Make bitters do it.
No.
Good. Bitters, I don't think.
Celestials
have to
don't
breathe.
need air, right?
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we can just go through. I think we have everything written in our bag of holding here,
You do. You do. You
and
took
we can
good
just
notes.
appoint stuff to everybody's inventory, and we'll just like put it in each other's, whatever we decide goes to who.
So how about we do this? I'll let you guys take the week, get all your stuff organized here for Thursday for next week, and then everybody will know what we have, and we'll be able to.
Oh
sell.
yeah.
Does that sound
Yeah, and look through.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Everything's
sounds
written.
good.
If you look at the bag of holding, everything's written here. So if there's anything here that you specifically want, keep it in mind, and we'll just sort of go through it and distribute it to who wants what, and the bear traps I can delete. And yeah, and then figure out what we want to sell and see if we can make some gold from the vendors around town at the end of it all.
No, this is perfect. Actually, this is a great,
Yeah.
good idea. Because then you guys we'll come back next session. It's still early in the day. It's only not like 9 a.m. So we can still sell, do all that stuff, get that out of the way, and then you guys can do whatever you want to do next, whatever your plan may be, whether it's talking to the boss or going into Trebre's house that you have not explored since you've gotten back. Which Trebre is officially technically dead now, right? So anyway, you'll talk to the boss. It'll be fun. If you talk to the boss, we'll see what happens. We'll see what you do.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
all right, is everybody satisfied with calling the night there?
Yeah.
And then we will come back next Thursday, and this is where we will pick up.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us this week, and we will
Hell yeah.
see everyone next week.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah.
Peach.
Bye.
We are